my show introducing ourselves. My name is Battery Batty. Idris Elba's wife, please do not kick my ass. Your husband is very handsome. What else? I have commissions open. I just got a big commission done. And I'm very, very excited. It took me a while, but if you want to commission me, message me on Tumblr or Twitter if Twitter decides to work. Jack.
Hi, Blackjack K9. You know what I do. I DM'd Digimon Knighthood. Also, I have commissions open. Hooray, Dan.
Hi, Ninja Dance Funhouse, channel manager, main editor here at Phantasma. I play Daisuke here in Phantasma. If you see any of the other stuff we do, then you probably know me as Grifter and Bug-Test Bones and Shino in Digimon Knighthood. That's Cable.
I'm Cable, but before I show up, while not here, there's usually the titular Noodle Laser. She has commissions open and does a whole bunch of good-ass art. She DMs for Onryo and go check out everything that she does. For the video, like when this gets edited up or whatever, Dan, put a little floating noodle across the screen. But after that, I am the titular Cable. I DM File Phantasma. We're going to do some more File Phantasma goodness here today. And maybe kill a player or two. Who knows?
Who knows?
Looking at you, Greeny.
Yeah, Matt.
You're green too.
Naoki's hair is teal. It's seafoam. Get it right.
Yeah, seafoam green.
It's like teal. It's like
it's still a type of green.
It aquamarine. It's like halfway between blue and green.
Which rhymes with green. You're not gonna win, Daddy. Give up now.
Continuing on with today's session.
Rampaging and like settling up her beef with the madam overall. Kunai, after a bit of introspective thought and bloodlust, lots of bloodlust, has now awakened and become more than a Mao. She is really no way to describe it other than a starbreaker. But while that is happening, we followed Naoki's tales after meeting Hideki's parents and making your way into the Makai. You reconnected with Suki in the Dark City. She informed you of where you needed to go and told you to pick something up for Orochi at like Yomi's old castle. And upon making your way there, you were what's the right way to say it? You were attacked by a murder of crows.
I guess if that's what you want to call it, sure.
Would you call it attacked?
Naoki...
Call it accosted, kidnapped, hostage situation.
Yeah, those are accurate. You need to also describe that the crows like fucking shut off my Yoki, so I couldn't fight back.
Naoki had full Yoki. He wasn't hurt or anything. He just lost to some birdies. No, Naoki, you were following along to a dark presence that was located in the direction you were heading.
Yep.
Before you had time to react to it, you saw predatory like crows approaching you. Before a massive one descended upon you, and through assistance with the others, like they swarmed around you and managed to suppress your Yoki so you couldn't fight back as well. But to your credit, Naoki still fought them off for about 2 days before collapsing from exhaustion.
That is pretty badass.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job fighting them off. The next time you woken up, you found yourself in a small like system of caves and tunnels where you found a bunch of other like demons and creatures in there. All of them with the same device mirroring yours, and all of them with just this look of like accepted dread across their face. But after speaking with them and learning a little bit about what was going on here, and meeting the elder of them all, a large rabbit demon named Usa, you made the decision that you were going to free all of these people. And in doing so, all of these people are now banking on you to not have them turn into food before the crows come. So you were going to sleep and resting for the night, and we're gonna did you have anything you wanted to do before you passed out, or no?
Nah, Naoki needs to rest up right now.
You managed to find a place to get comfortable and lay down, Naoki.
Yeah.
Not having access to anything right now does kind of leave you feeling like perpetually drained, but for the most part, you're okay.
Okay.
it's a fairly rough night's sleep, but you do manage to wake up the next morning when like light starts to shine through the cave again.
Okay.
And you see little Minoru come running up to you with like another broken like little cup of water and like some bread.
Thanks, kid.
No problem, no problem. And like as you just like take the food, you look up. A lot of people are awake. Some of them are looking towards you. You see like some like helping Usa out far in the back, like helping him get up and move. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Usa's gonna be okay, right? Grandpa's gonna be fine, right?
I'm gonna watch after him, but he's also gonna have to help me. So we'll take care of each other.
It should be good. He tries to break into the castle now and again to get food. So I think he knows the way. He always gets hurt when he comes back.
Hopefully I'll be able to take it from there after I get to the castle, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
All right. Roll an insight check.
Yeah. Say 25.
A lot of people here look more worried that he's leaving. It's not like are we gonna get out? It's
yeah.
You get a general vibe of if he leaves, like what will happen to the rest of us if he doesn't come back this time.
Is it like this every time he goes out?
Yeah. He always tries to go and help us, but he's been getting worse and worse, and he won't admit it, but there are even parts where his fur is not growing back anymore. I think it's just due to overall, like...
exhaustion.
I don't think he's been doing this for years.
Well... it seems like there's gonna be two outcomes to this situation. The one means he doesn't have to worry about this stuff anymore. It's about them. I mean, not that you should worry.
With that 25 insight, I won't make you roll again. You see something on their face, which I don't know how Naoki would react to it.
Well, then tell me.
Normally with like Hiroki, like when you would say something like, "Oh, you don't need to worry about it," like it just kind of goes over his head because Hiroki's little. He doesn't understand fully all that.
Yeah.
But when you say it here, it's like you get the look on this like little demon's face. They do understand what you mean by both, like, oh, both outcomes mean you won't have to worry about it. And you get the feel it's like the subtleties with Hiroki won't work here. It's like they're very aware of what it means.
Yeah. I more so just didn't want to like completely lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't make sure anything on the way back, but going there, I'll do everything in my power to make sure he comes back safely. Does that sound fair?
Yes, that's all we can ask.
Also, old man, he may not seem like it now, but even talking with him just a little bit, he seems like a tough bastard. If he's been doing this for years,
He's always been here to help us. Maybe we got too reliant on him. Even the older people wait for Usa now. If he's not here, we don't really know what to do or where to go. Or if we'll even see tomorrow. And as they say that, a large hand just like drops on top of their head as you see Usa walking up. Minoru, I've told you many times before. Don't let your mind be troubled about what will happen tomorrow. Enjoy every moment you have in the moments that you have them. I'll be back. And just like gives you a little nod.
Regardless of anything. And Naoki's like smile is just gonna drop and he's gonna look kind of serious. You always need to fight. I know you can't do that right yourselves. I'm gonna help you best I can. If the time comes, just don't deny yourself happiness. It's within your power. That fair?
Were you talking to Minoru or Usa?
I'm talking to Minoru, but I'm also just kind of talking to anybody else who's around.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are looking at you, because since Usa's nearby, they're all, like, listening.
Yeah, I figured.
We'll do our best.
That's all I can ask. You ready, Grandpa?
I wouldn't call me Grandpa, alright? I'm barely over 1,000. As he gives you a little wink. Great Grandpa's more like it.
How old is Naomi?
Naomi's close to like maybe 700-800.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we ain't getting any younger.
So he's gonna start making his way towards like the outer parts with you. And as you start to make your way out of the cave, before we jump back over to you since you'll be walking for a minute.
Yep.
We're gonna jump to Daisuke.
Ooh.
Ice Dragon Fire!
No more ice dragons. You're all done with ice dragons. Let's see, where
Good,
is
my throat's getting really raw.
Daisuke, after about like 3 days of doing ice dragon fires, the water starts to feel colder around your feet. And you notice you don't have to do it as the water is mostly like frozen and you're able to walk. And I'll put you right here. You'd be at the bottom of the map on the water.
All right. I'm so tiny.
I need Daisuke.
Yeah, this map is just huge.
It's probably a little bit of both. Let me just change up the music. But make a perception check as you get closer and you're breathing heavily.
Alrighty. Da 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 da.
It's a good thing I can't perceive anything right now.
You make your way closer, and as you finally get there, you just hear arguing coming from like the top of one of the overheads on the rocks. As you just see Azura's just sitting there, and it's like, 3 days, Kelm. I told you it would take him that long to get here. He was exceptional. And Kelm, you can see on Kelm's face, he just looks angry. It's like, oh, fuck. Alright, here. I'll fight you 2 more times, and that's it for the rest of the year. Perfect, I'll pencil them in with... Daisuke, welcome!
Hey! 3 days of fighting in frozen fish sticks.
Yes, I can imagine that must have been hard for you, but... through sheer muscle memory, repetition, and overall desire to not get eaten by sharks, you should have no issues using that technique now.
Kinda feels natural now.
My methods aren't particularly normal, but they've been known to be effective. They're alright.
Hey!
How you doing,
Yo,
Daisuke?
long time no see.
Hey, welcome to my domain. You look around, it's just like a frozen, empty wasteland. What you think of the place?
Feels like everything I've been doing for the last 2 days.
Oh, because of the ice.
Yep.
Well, the ice is going to be an important part of your training.
Cool.
Follow me. And he's just going to start, like, leaping up the rocks. Make me some dex checks. Everything's covered in ice and snow.
Oh no! Oh, hey, 16.
16? You almost slip, but you manage to stabilize yourself and make it up. But you do notice that while you're, like, moving around, like, all slippery-footed, Kelm's walking like it's nothing.
Pretty agile for a big guy.
You know, I get that a lot. People always assume that I'm a bit stronger, but no. I'm gonna teach you how to best operate in a terrain like this, and my territory's probably I think you'll understand how this is gonna work. And looking around, seeing that it's like almost a completely flat landscape, you have no idea what the fuck he's gonna try to do to you here. But he's just doing some light stretching and cardio, as he's just asking you like nonchalant questions. So, how are you with your legs?
I've been known to jog around Osaka.
Nice. Why don't you run a straight line for me on the ice? Keep yourself up. Let's see if you can do it.
Okay.
I want you to make it from. He's gonna just walk up. Start from where I am right here. Jog to the foot of the water and back. You have exactly 3 seconds to do it.
What?
He's just giving you a smile. And 3, 2, 1. Give me a dex check, man. Need you to break a DC 18.
19!
Okay. Like, through sheer force, you focus your Reiki onto your feet. Like, it's very hard to do, but you are able to do it. But after you manage to stand by, like, you're just gonna start sliding past Kelm off screen a little bit before he, like, grabs you by the collar of your shirt. Oh, no. See, you can move fast, but you can't stop yourself when you want to.
Yeah.
We gotta get them legs in shape, my friend. See, the faster you can move, and then he shows you, like, his arm, the more impact you'll put behind your strikes. That's where my strength comes from.
You know, that's reminded me a lot of somebody I fought at the tournament. He gave me a lot of trouble. Big guy, really, really fast.
Really? What was the issues with him?
Oh, the issue was that he was hard to hit, bring down, and he was fast. I did manage to beat him, but wow, was that close.
All right, I got an idea. And you're gonna see him go, like, over to the side of the cliff. He's just gonna jam his fist directly into the earth and pull up a handful of, like, rocks and toss them to you. We're gonna do this in steps. First, I want you to try to hit me with these. I'm gonna be moving across the ice. It's an open terrain, nowhere for me to hide. You shouldn't have a hard time to hit me. But I'm not going to slow down, like, even remotely. You think you can manage that?
Kind of like when I used to throw rocks at trucks as a kid.
Yeah, except the truck this time is gonna... You'll see. It'll be fun. So, I would like you to roll me for the new stone shower. Just roll me a d20 to see if you hit Kelm, as he's, like, getting comfortable.
An 8.
An 8 will miss. Roll me 2 more.
A 22. Oh no, that's all together. It's 18 to the 4.
All right. So none of them are gonna hit, but with the 18, as it gets close, like Kelm dodges out of the 2. The third one should hit. You see him hold his hand up, and the stone just stops like directly in front of his face. Make an Arcana check as you see him do that.
16.
The same way Azure showed you how to cool your aura down and like let it take the properties of ice, you're watching Kelm as he's like using his aura not so much as like a force to push something out, but like manipulating the area around him, specifically the stones. So it's not really approaching him, and then he just like gestures his wrist back, and now he's gonna throw a stone at you.
Whoa!
18 won't hit you, right?
That just hits.
Oh, okay. You're gonna get plopped into the forehead with a stone. Well, I said it should be easy to hit me, right? Why didn't you do it?
I think I'm starting to understand.
You're just throwing those stones. Use your Reiki with them. Make them an extension of yourself.
Okay, I get it now.
Good.
Just like Azure with the ice, you are the rock.
And now we're gonna see if you can hit me. And he's gonna start running like across the ice super fucking fast. And as you get ready to start like taking him, like throwing the rocks at him, Azure just kind of like gets close to you and sits down. If you need a hint, I'm happy to help.
All I gotta do is have my own Reiki with the earth itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of closing his eyes and remembering how it felt with the Judgment of the Seasons, and letting some Reiki just extend on through his hand, like the rock.
Roll me a d20 plus your charisma modifier.
D20 plus 6. That is a 22.
22, I think that'll hit him. Ooh, it's just gonna like miss. But it does go flying through, and he doesn't stop it. It just grazes past his face. Like, huh. You've been here 20 minutes and you're already picking this up. Well, this will be fun. And as Kelm's gonna start moving across the ice extremely fast, and we're gonna pop back in with you again as you work to like hit him more and more. But let me get the map changed over and find some actually appropriate music. Naoki.
Yeah.
Usa's been leading you through like the different parts and like through interconnecting caves and caverns all around. While you're in little outer parts of the Makai, you're able to see up and see that where you should see like the dark red sky that you used to with the Makai. It is like a sea of black. Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay. 8.
With the 8, you're not able to like fully tell. I'll have Usa roll one. 19. Okay. So, you aren't able to see, you just see black there until he like stops you and points directly up and shows you. And you see that it's not just a stagnant like color of the sky, it's constantly moving. These are like swarms of like birds formed like encasing in the entire castle in a dome.
What fucking entity is that powerful to summon that many?
A problem is what that is.
Yeah.
Something strong enough to do that is... It's best if they don't see us until we get into the castle, so to speak.
All from one demon?
It'll be best if you see it.
Lead the way.
He's gonna lead you towards a set of caves, and as you get there with his perception check before you walk in, You'll be right here. So, while you're in here, he stops you and he's looking at you. Be mindful of things around here. And you can do a perception or an investigation check to see if you hear anything around.
Okay, let's go. 7. Not rolling great perceptions.
7. You don't pick up on anything. Screw it. This will be fine. Yeah, no. You just... Yeah, you're on there. What could be wrong? I doubt anything's here. We'll just use the little one. As you're making your way through, he's going to start making his way up here. You do get the feel while you're being down here, Naoki, that you hear what sounds like loud, thunderous, like bangs coming from above, making the stones drop, like in this cavern. You feel like fluctuating bits of like yoki spiking up, and you just get a sense that whatever is directly above you is, for a lack of a better term, it's a monster. I take it you can feel the thing above us, right?
Hear it, I can smell it. I mean, do I really need to sense it at this point?
It's probably better if you don't. You asked if there was a demon powerful enough to do something like this. I'm not sure it is a demon. Things like...
Question, Cable. How far down in the Kai are we?
Pretty far down.
Okay.
Like, if you're at the territory of the Three Kings, you're very close to the bottom.
Okay. Hopefully isn't completely linked to Lamley.
It's troublesome. As you're making your way over to the corner, roll me a perception check again.
Let's do this shit.
Oh, who's in that one?
It's performance, ignore that. 14.
Okay, let me roll severity for Usa's nat 1. Oh, that's the high end. So, Usa's gonna go scout ahead and tells you to hold off. Let me see what Usa's speed is.
Wait, before that happens, did I sense anything?
With the perception? You're gonna hear it, like, because of the high severity on the nat 1, you're gonna pick up on it only immediately after he triggers it. He's gonna start running up to, like, check things out and scoping, not realizing that there's a direct line of sight there. And from over off in the distance, you hear some voices. And...
Wait, don't...
Hey, that an intruder over there?
Intruders! Like, slaps the other Tengu in the head. Hey, we got people in here! You were supposed to be keeping watch!
I was keeping watch. I was looking at you.
Well, who was looking at him? And points to the other Tengu next to us.
I'm sorry, what?
Get your shit together, alright? And then he just looks towards you all and just, like, starts screeching, like, Rah! As they start rushing forward. I'm gonna Batty, roll me initiative, but they haven't seen you yet.
Naoki's pulling out his daggers. 17?
12? Tengoons! Roll me initiative. They rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Naoki, you have first move.
Okay, they don't see me.
They don't see you.
And it's these 3 over here, right? Or no, these 3.
Yep, those 3 in the back.
Okay. But I have line of sight on them, right?
Yes.
So... Look at my speed again. Okay, so if I were to Can I run behind Usa and use him as like cover to prevent them from seeing me?
Yes.
Because he is very big. I'm basically just gonna run up behind him, and I should be within throwing distance. Hold on. Yep. Okay. This fucker right here. I'm throwing one of my knives at him.
Okay.
With sneak attack.
Alright, go ahead, roll the hit.
Okay.
So you're aiming at a Jack Tengu.
Yeah. It's with advantage because it's stealth technically. So
Jack, does the 24 hit you?
What the fuck do you think?
so it's gonna be 6 piercing damage with 10 sneak attack damage. That's actually on the low end. So 16 in total.
The Tengu in the middle looks towards yours, Jack. You need to be more observant. What if something comes and then a knife comes and hits you directly in the side of the neck? See? What if that happens?
Like what? What's gonna happen? What?
Oh, look at you. You're bleeding now. Continue, Naoki. They're just yelling at each other.
I have a multi-attack. Also, I'm using a switchblade, but I technically have a variety of different knives. I'm just only have the 1 damage, so 28.
Okay.
Aiming at green again.
So 16 plus 9 makes 25.
I just fucking did it.
Oh, okay, so you throw a second one and you kill it instantly.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm dead.
With that, I'm gonna basically run and slide to puff up some dust, and I'm gonna use cunning action to stealth again.
Ooh, okay. Roll stealth.
Smell gear solid this shit. 16.
Alright, roll some perceptions to see if you see them. Tengoons.
I suppose it's wisdom.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, over here, sleeping on the job.
That's fucking terrible.
Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. Alright, so with that done, Batty, like this is gonna look towards you as like Naoki's running by. And he's just gonna give you a nod, and he's gonna use the stealth that you kicked up.
Yeah.
To dash towards the other Tengu.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fucking like roll up and Chun-Li kick it in the face.
Fuck yeah.
So he's gonna make 2 kick attacks against you. Number 1. Nat 1.
Oh no.
Usa!
He's old.
He is very old. Alright. He goes in. His wounds are causing him a lot of pain. He can't focus, and he's like trying to get used to like fighting again. But he slipped up. Tengoon, you can take some strikes at Usa if you'd like with advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm catching his foot with my beak. Like, ha!
What do you think you're doing?
And
Claw strike.
That'll hit.
8 slashing.
8 slashing damage. Okay. So that's... Sorry, I'm putting his health in. So you go in, you bring your beak, like you hold him down with your beak, and then you just immediately bite into the side of his leg. And then like slash into his like arm. You drew blood, and he does like scream out a little bit, but he does look mostly unfazed. But because he got a very high severity, I'm not giving him his multi-attack. So that rounds it over to Tengoon's turn. Jack, you can take control of the other one if you'd like.
I'm afraid I can't control that one.
Alright, where would you want to go?
Oh, they're gonna be too fucking stupid, so he's probably just gonna try and go after Rabbit Man.
All right. Did you want to get in like flanking position?
Are they smart enough to do that? Yeah, they do that.
You can roll an intelligence if you want to see.
I do want to see. Yeah, no, he's just gonna run up right next to him instead.
Yeah.
The most disadvantageous position possible.
Yeah. So
Gonna
you're
move
right.
up to there, and that's about it.
All right.
The side-by-side intimidation tactic.
No, that's one full work.
Claw him to death. Peck his eyes out. That'll miss.
With a 19?
Yeah, with a 19 it'll miss.
Okay.
Diane.
Well, shit.
I shot it was done.
22.
Just hits.
Oh, look at Mr. Big over here, thinking he's better because he can attack. Ooh!
Naoki, you overhear these things, like, they're more hostile to each other than they are to anything else. There's a lot of squawking coming from other parts of the cave, but nobody's come over to investigate yet. Like, what you can hear off to the distance, Naoki, is other Tengu just like, oh, they probably just found another mouse and they're picking it to death.
I'm not sharing this meal.
But it's your turn. They have not seen you.
Okay, well. Let's see. Perfectly. So Naoki is gonna run up, and flavor-wise, I'm gonna say he jumps up on Usa's shoulders to get a vantage point, and he's like, "Hey, hands off the geezer!" And I'm attacking blue this time.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Roll the damage.
With sneak attack, so...
So 8 plus... So 19 damage on the blue one.
I have another attack. 20
Oh god. Yeah.
for another 6.
26. Wait, no.
Fortune teller was right.
You go and you bring the switchblade down. It's like, end another one of these Tengu right there.
Oh, okay. Well, funny enough for his friend standing right next to him, I have an offhand attack that I could do. So, this, that I'm gonna roll minus, I think 5, I'm pretty sure. So, 26.
That hits.
Jesus.
So, two piercing on green.
Ah!
Just to
You
give us-
bitch!
Hey, I'm getting really tired of these bards.
My beautiful face.
Usa's got blood coming down the side of his arm. But he looks at you. Thank you, Naoki.
Don't mention it.
And you're going to see... Make an Arcana check for me.
The base thing. Kinda. 14?
Alright. You're gonna see Usa begin to glow with energy, but he still has the shackle around his neck. You're not sure what he's doing. But he does feel very strong, as he's going to attempt to kick this Tengu again. And assuming a 21 will hit, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I don't know.
No, that's hit. That's hit.
So, 14 bludgeoning, and then he's going to add an additional, like, 3d6 of radiant damage on top of that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, he looks at you, and then you just feel this energy rising up through him as he, like, he kind of, like, jumps backwards on his arms so that both of his legs are extended out, and then he, like, horse kicks this Tengu into the back of the wall. Jack, you just got killed instantly by getting rabbit slammed into a wall.
That's what I wanted to see.
And as these three go down, he's immediately gonna look to you and just go, hide. And he's gonna attempt to, like, pull a stealth off with an 18.
Okay. Are we still on initiative?
No, initiative is gonna be over. He's like telling you to stealth.
That one.
Ew.
I am pulling my daggers out of the bird and probably not listening to him at the moment.
No, these two over here. You heard noises.
Huh. I hope that wasn't what I think it was. You know, it's like I was telling Phil, the only thing that could really ruin my day is suddenly running into a ninja.
Oh, what's the chances of that ever happening, though, eh?
Initiative is not over, Patty.
That's fine. Do I have to re-roll initiative?
I'd say, yeah, reroll initiative for this.
There we go, 16.
Yeah, that was like what you got last time anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's 17, yeah. It was basically the same.
29 on
Oh,
Usa. He nat 20'd this. He is hidden too.
Yeah.
So, Tengoons, roll me some new initiative. And you can click the one at the top of the map up here.
These guys are great.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Alright, Usa's holding his action. Naoki, it's your turn, and you see two more Tengus coming up to you.
Maybe he's just gonna, like... He's basically just standing in the middle of this pathway, like, holding two knives standing over a dead Tengu. And he just kind of smiles, swipes his foot to the side, and I'm going to try to re-stealth as a bonus action.
Okay.
22.
Tengus, perceive him! Both of you roll it individually. This will be funny.
Oh my god. Wow, okay.
So, you kick up dust. A massive dust cloud appears. And as it fades away, you see a little, like, you don't notice it fall out of your pocket, Naoki, but a little piece of Minoru's bread drops to the ground. And it's, like, right here where you were standing. Tengu, you see a piece of bread.
My bread.
Well. Hey, I saw it first.
Ah, heck to you. I called dibs first.
Hey, is that Phil over there?
So, I can attack, right?
Yes, you can attack. They didn't see you.
Okay. Well...
What did I do to seasonal allergies?
Blue stepped up first, so... 14 probably doesn't hit.
You miss.
Okay.
Oh, no! No, you don't! You hit!
Wait, I do?
You hit!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 9 plus... sneak attack. 19.
Like, you just immediately roll up while Jack's looking at the bread. Like, you just slide your knife across the fucking Dan Tengu's throat.
Okay.
I told you, it's my bread.
Okay.
You stab Jack Tengu in his third eye.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to hit that one.
Alright. Jack Tengu, what would you like to do on your turn?
Ah, hurt! Ah! Wild fucking slashes towards him now.
25 is gonna hit.
Okay.
Shit, I got one.
12. Okay.
12 slashing damage.
I got the highest on that dice.
You go and you start swinging your Tengu claws at him. Naoki, you get like a fucking talon slash mark across your neck.
This one's feisty.
No one gets between me and my bread.
And flavoring this as well, Usa, repeating what Naoki did before, is gonna go and leap off of Naoki's shoulders. So, you ever see somebody like roll over the hood of a car, Betty?
Oh, yeah.
Usa's doing that so he can helicopter kick drop this Tengu in the head.
Oh, hey, a bunny.
16?
Yeah.
For 15 bludgeoning?
Ooh.
Are you still up?
Just barely. He's fucking
So
staggering
close.
right now. He's at the fucking finish him level.
So, like, you manage to get back up and you're doing, like, the wobble. Usa is gonna look towards you, Naoki, and in position here, he's gonna, like, turn his head. When I send him flying, run. We need to go out this way. This direction.
Ping it.
You're gonna feel more, energy begin to pour off of Usa again. And it's different. It's not Yoki, and it's not Reiki. But he's gonna go in for one more kick. Yeah, that's gonna fucking...
Yeah, it is. And goodbye.
So, 19 plus...
He's super dead.
So, with that sheer force, he sends the Tengu body flying all the way down here. And a puff of, like, feathers and everything. To the point where, can you all make me some Tengu, like, intelligence checks, please? And it should be the DC 12. Well...
Those two are playing rough over there again.
Must have come between him and his bread.
We told him about him and his bread. He's not supposed to do that.
Usa goes, starts banking around the side, and he's just gesturing for you to follow Naoki.
Oh, yeah. Naoki is, running.
Okay.
Anyway, like we were saying, you know, rabbits and mash is the Gymkhana.
The legendary Gymkhana rabbit. So, you guys are going to be running down a long pathway for a minute. But as you're doing so, we're out of initiative for this part, Batty.
Okay.
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine. 14.
Usa's breathing pretty hard, but he looks like he's just brushing it off.
I'd be scared to see what you looked like in your heyday.
Demons in particular, we get stronger as age goes by. It's this thing that stops me from really doing what I'd like to do here.
What I sensed from you wasn't really demonic energy, now was it?
It works strangely. You could call it the energy of my life, or my spirit itself.
Like spirit energy.
More borrowing time, so to speak. Or borrowing against time.
Is it
you see,
because of that collar of yours?
it's the only way to use my abilities around it. I'm not technically using my Yoki, I'm more burning through my life energy to do it.
That makes sense.
There are some benefits to using it, but I will say it gets tiring. He's taking a second. He's just like, he just needs a second to like rest.
Oh yeah.
Roll an Arcana check, if you will.
Arcana 17.
With the way that he did it, and the way that it feels,
yeah,
you could probably mimic that if you tried it.
I could probably burn through my own life energy if I needed.
If you wanted to try to do it.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So, in response to this, it is a mechanic, Batty.
Yeah.
With using life energy, double the cost of whatever it is, like your ability would cost to use it.
Yeah.
Spend twice as much, and that you can use the ability.
Yes.
If you attack with that, you add an additional d6 based on how much Yoki or Reiki it would have cost you to use that ability.
Okay.
So life energy has a hit, but whatever the you have to spend HP in equivalent to whatever it is you're trying to do. So this is how you're gonna fight without your Yoki.
Okay, so do I subtract it from my Yoki or do I just subtract it from my hit points?
You subtract it from your hit points. Assume your Yoki is locked off right now and you can use your hit points as like
that is awesome. Method. Okay, let's go.
That's how it's going to work with this thing on you.
Okay. I can work with this.
You make your way through. You're running, and after a while, you start to like make towards the outer parts of it, where I'm gonna move you to another big map. You are on the grassy part in the top right. He's breathing heavily, but he's got himself back up after about an hour of straight running and like stopping to like let him catch his breath. You make your way back, like you make your way to the outer part where he like you see the outer side of Yomi's castle. To which he says, "All right, we could try to go in through the front door, but they're most likely going to be watching it. So we're going to have to take a way in through a cellar on the top of that tower."
You mean I'm gonna have to take a way to the cellar at the top of the tower? You've taken me far enough.
We're both going in. I need to get something back from in there.
Are you sure?
You told Minoru and the rest of everyone, never stop trying to fight for a brighter future.
Guess I can't argue with that.
So, and he holds out a hand to you. We stay in this until we both come out of it.
Naoki's gonna take the hand. Okay, let's do this.
Now, I would, as you're still holding his hand, right?
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little brave?
Well, I guess I'm always feeling a little bit brave.
Excellent. And you're gonna see more of that energy appear on his legs. As, Usa's movement speed is, if I remember correctly, 50 feet.
Yeah.
You're going to jump 150 feet straight into the air.
Holy shit, okay, let's go.
And as you're up in there, he's still holding you by your arm. And, let's see. You know what? Let me put some new Tengu on the map so Dan and Jack can move them.
Sorry, Batty, you don't get no Beelzebub, you get Tengoons.
That's fine. They're all gonna die like dogs.
Hey.
As a racist. Alright, give me just 1 sec to set up the map, but Tengoons, what you guys are doing at the current moment. You two of you should be watching the cellar at the top. 2 of you are watching the staircase towards the middle section, and at the very bottom, you guys are playing cards. Like, one of you Tengoons brought out a new card game, and you're like, "Oh, hey, check it out! Let's play this instead!"
Of hearts, king me!
Let's
That's
see.
not even the right game.
So I'm gonna start from the bottom up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna roll a d6. We're gonna see where Usa spikes you towards. 4. All right, you're aiming towards the blue one on the middle platform.
Okay.
So Usa, like up in the air, holding you by your arm, Naoki. He's gonna like spin a little bit to build up some momentum.
Yeah.
He's gonna send you barreling straight in at that Tengu. I want you to roll your attack with advantage, and I'm gonna lower his AC for this one hit.
Anyways, like I was telling my therapist, you know, a natural fear in ninjas is normal for a Tengoon.
Oh my god. Let's
Bloody right it is.
double 23, and this is with sneak attack because that's advantage.
Yep. So 8 plus.
I have so many attacks. 28.
So, Jack Tengoon, you're watching as like your friend is talking to you, and then you blink, and immediately you see a puff of black feathers and a turquoise-colored being standing in front of you.
What the heck just happened there?
Surprise! Oh, I don't think a 13 is gonna hit.
Oh,
It does.
It.
Okay, 8 at green as I throw. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stab him.
Getting stabbed. The 2 Tengoons at the bottom. I'm gonna roll me intelligence to see if they hear it. The ones at the top definitely saw those, so they're gonna start making their way down. Oh shit. Okay. Jack Tengoon, you're not really paying attention. Like you're being distracted by what Dan.
You're not gonna play the fucking game right. I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere fucking else. Hey, what's happening out there?
Go
You look up and you see the burst of feathers and blood. And
Oh,
then you just get... Call in reinforcements. Give me your best squawk, Jack. As you squawk, it's like a small section of the black dome encasing the fucking castle disappears. As you see more of these Tengu start to fly down, Naoki. But you still have to deal with the ones that are accosting you.
Now these guys are a lot easier than the smaller ones.
Well, let's hope we don't have to deal with any of the bigger ones.
Do I roll initiative?
No, you're still good to go. It's the Tengoon at the bottom acted. Jack still has an attack with you up there. I didn't know if he was gonna do it.
Hmm.
20 hits.
You know, for their modifier, I'm surprised that they're actually hitting you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hacha!
And you guys can take any movement speeds you want from the other Tengus. You should be able to move them now.
Hey, you was waiting for me's.
I'm always waiting for you, you slow motherfucker.
Checkmate.
I will slap you.
As the other Tengus are running to swarm you, the two at the top near the door. Alright, Dan, even numbers or odd numbers?
Odd.
Alright, well, we're going to Jack then. Usa's gonna come with a flying drop kick down onto you. 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 bludgeoning.
Oh.
Yep.
And then following up with a 28.
And dead.
So yeah, he's gonna just come and immediately, like, he does the thing where he just, like, knocks you to the ground with the first kick. Then he just jams the foot into the neck and does, like, the and breaks it.
Damn, came at him like a white stranger.
Oh.
Then he just, like, gestures his gaze over towards you, Dan. And then he just gets into a fighting position.
I think you're tough, do you?
Tougher than you.
Eh. Obviously, you don't know about the tensile strength of a Tengoon's neck.
Fuck's sake.
Naoki.
That's not the burn I think you thought it was. Okay, so, oh, was I supposed to roll initiative or is it just my turn?
It's just your turn.
Okay. So, stab... Doing one. For 6.
Shank Jack in his tummy.
Oh.
15. For another 8.
Oh my god, he's still up.
And
Oh shit.
Just barely.
offhand.
And
2.
oh wait, no, that'd be. Oh my god, he's still up.
How?
You can run if you want.
Jack Tengoon.
You can't tell me what to
Oh, wait.
do.
Jack, you had former damage on you.
Oh, I know. He's still just about up.
Hey,
Jack.
Wow, that's a hell of a roll.
Why would you run? Your boss is here.
I can't run.
Yeah, you feel a massive amount of Yoki appear, Batty,
I'm looking.
as descending down.
Oh.
You see the large thing that caught you the first time, like, making its way over.
I was wondering when you would show back up.
Prey should be eaten and not heard. Let me add it to the initiative. Okay. Let me just descending. All right. So it's now entered combat, but it is not like it can't take its turn just yet.
Okay.
So, Tengoons, do your damage. You can do what you want. Your big boss appeared. You feel reinvigorated and tough.
Well, firstly, I'm gonna get this one to use all of its fucking fly to get up here, because now it can't casually go around. It's gonna do what it can to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is as fucking punch drunk and as dead as it is. The one in front of Naoki is gonna fucking attack him out of fear of being killed himself.
That's gonna hit.
Damn.
Flashing. You bring your claws in. Buddy, how's Naoki looking through all this?
Not as bad as he could, but also he's a little bit higher level than a lot of other things.
They're starting to rip and tear their way in a little bit. Usa takes notice of the big thing and he's trying to figure out what he'll do. But Dan Tengus, did you want to move anywhere? You got 2 more on access.
Looks like we're having rabbit for dinner. And claw. 19.
That'll miss.
Okay.
All right. Usa's looking at you as you say, looks like we're having rabbit for dinner. He's not even phased. He's just gonna kick you to death. Kick would register.
Okay, those both hit.
Okay. 30 damage.
But my neck was so strong.
No, he had the thickest of neck.
Can't stand you, Tengu. And then looks up at the Caro as it flies over. You're next. Naoki, you can see up at the top Usa's being accosted by the large bird.
Have that now, can we? Okay, well, I just realized something. If you want me to expend some of my HP to do it, you can, but I realized that I have an ability that uses no Yoki.
What ability is it?
Gale Force. I can only use it once per day.
It's okay. You don't have to expend any HP for it.
Okay. So, basically, this will give me the abilities of if I were to use Cyclone Fist and become the Void at the same time. Naoki's just gonna stand, and you're just gonna see just the wind forming around him. And, I'm gonna start off with my, first Cyclone Fist.
Alright.
Okay, I don't think I have advantage on that.
I can't, no, it misses.
That's fine. Let's do it again. Quick. 19 will hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so, this Tengoon's, vaporized.
Yep. Yeah. You get blasted away into the void of nothingness. You two down here, you just watched your friend get evaporated by this guy's hand.
Oh, shit.
Naoki's gonna roll an intimidation check if you will allow it.
By all means.
8.
Grr.
They're probably...
His flies down.
They're more scared of the big bird. That's what I'm gonna take from that.
The worm's out of the cave.
Let's see. How much is my... So that was my bonus action, and... Okay, so, yeah, no. Naoki is gonna fly up 40 feet. and he is going to make 2 ranged Cyclone Fist attacks, which will do less damage. But I'm just going to use Switchblade because it's the same modifier. So, does a 17 hit Big Bird?
Big Bird?
Yeah.
Just hits.
Okay, so first attack does 7 slashing damage, I think. And second attack...
I'm going to move it like right here just so I can see the token line better.
Another 7. And I need to see if it does anything in addition to that real quick. So it gets pushed back 10 feet both times I do it. Sorry, it's just been a long time since I used this ability. Okay.
Give me second.
That's my turn.
Alright. Sorry, I just had to move it so I could like actually put it in the right spot. Okay, so you hit it a couple times and you push it back over. It's going to go for 2 strikes at Usa before it takes its movement. It's going to make 2 Yoki claws at him. That'll miss. And that'll miss. So you see its talons begin to like extend off of the bottom of its feet, and they look almost similar to how like Naomi's claws look when she's using Miasma Claw.
Yeah.
They're just coated in this horrible Yoki, and they try to dig it into Usa's skin, but he's so nimble that they can't seem to like actually hit him. Oh, why are you on the initiative twice? Go away, 14, Naoki.
That's because it's a hidden initiative that no one can see.
Oh. Alright, what was I doing? I forgot. Oh. Claw, Usa, miss. It looks frustrated and annoyed that both of you guys are out here. And it just, like, stares back at you. You're making this quite difficult. Our master will be here soon. You need to be there so he may feed.
Well, see, I was gonna meet him on my own terms anyway, so it's easier if I get rid of you now and save that for later.
Rid of me if you can, little vermin. And it's gonna just like hold its own ground against Usa. Tengoons!
Go for it.
Yeah. The large Caro looks over at you all. If you all do not lead these either to their caves or their deaths, we'll be having Tengu for dinner.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you think we taste?
That's not the question that we need to be asking, you dumbass. Just kick him forward.
Yep. He can make it right here.
Yeah, I can get him right next to.
Oh, you perch on the trapdoor. Usa is gonna try something. How much is this gonna cost me? Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot. Alright, so... Alright, give me 1 second. I just have to write off a cost. Naoki, you feel and you can see Usa's like aura begin to like flare up. You see the you see like a lot of energy coming off of him, but you also see what looks like he's just dripping blood from his mouth a little bit as he jumps straight up into the air, extends his leg as high up as he can, and he's going to use full moon axe kick on this thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
As he like leaps back up, before he makes contact, he looks to you. Naoki, if this sends them flying, you know where to go.
I'm already there.
He's gonna go... Do I hit the Caro? Double 30s, yes I do.
Oh my god, it was meant to be.
Wow.
For 19 force and 9 thunder damage. I need both of the Tengoons to make a DC 17 dex save.
Oh.
Mine failed.
Okay, so Dan, you're gonna get set flying back 40 feet down here. Yeah, you managed to hold your own, Jack, but you're like holding on to like the sides of the wall so you don't fly off. As he just hit this thing for 28 points of like damage. If you, Naoki, from what you can see of where this thing like had contact with the ground, like part of its like whole feathers on its head are gone. Its skull has been broken in and there's just like fluid leaking out of it as it looks like it's about to die and it's in shock. What the fuck are you? Naoki! Kill this thing!
I'm on it! Okay. It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have advantage on this attack?
Yes, you do.
Okay. It's done. 27. So this is gonna be with sneak attack, and as a result of after this attack, I'm activating Mistral Burst, which is like my finale. I want to add up all the damage, so
Go ahead.
We'll see if this does it, but
31.
31 so far. So Naoki is going to go in. I'm going to add sneak attack on top of that.
47.
This thing needs to make a strength saving throw that beats. Hold on. I keep having to scroll through.
I'm just gonna tell you, you've killed it already.
No, I need to do this proper, Cable. This is important to me. So make it roll a fucking strength saving throw that beats a 47. Do it.
All right.
Do it, motherfucker. Yeah.
11.
Okay, so now all of these attacks are critical, by the way.
Okay, so that 47 is now doubled to 94.
Oh.
We don't actually have to add up all these.
No, I'm adding it. I'm adding it now.
We have to know if this is the highest damage that's been done yet or not.
47 before your next 3 rolls, right?
Yeah.
47 plus 20 plus fucking plus 39 plus 34. Yeah, you might have just broke the highest damage, buddy.
Well, how much was it?
152 points of damage.
Okay, can I describe how I do this?
I would be insulted if you didn't.
So, this bunny just did like a reverse axe kick to send this thing into the air, right? Who said? So Naoki is gonna respond to that in kind.
Mm-hmm.
He is spinning through the air and is going to also deliver a equally, I guess not even equally at this point, like staggering tornado axe kick that is going to send a giant cyclone hurling this thing down through the castle, destroying it.
Fine. You also don't need the trap door because there's a massive fucking hole in the roof. And I'm gonna say, for the sake of initiative, other Tengoons that saw this happen, I would say fight or flight, but I think I know what command you guys are gonna take. Do you want to stay and deal with this, or do you want to go?
My guy saw nothing. He's on the ground.
Jack, what are you doing?
I'm pretending I didn't see nothing. And I'm leaving. Come on, time to go.
Hey, where are we going?
We're going to get ice cream.
Oh, shit, we won.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
So,
We made the boss real proud today.
So, normally there would have been a bunch of Tengu in here, Batty.
Yeah.
But, a giant cyclone just burst through the fucking floor, making like a vacuum tunnel. You rolled enough damage to probably kill every single Tengu in this room. So, they're all going. You say goodbye. You made them all leave. Leap down right here in the middle square. You killed everything in one kick.
Man, there sure are a lot of feathers floating around.
It families.
Some of them probably were families.
Oopsie.
1 sec, roll 20's not responding to me. There we go. So, the corpse of the Karo is burrowed down beneath the castle. A lot of dead Tengu corpses up at the top, and they all like scattered out of this room. The ones that didn't leave were killed instantly in the cyclone. But as you make your way down, Uso like collapsed onto the ground, and he looks like he's. You ever see somebody like if they fall into shock a little bit where they can't move? Yeah, he's like shaking on the ground a little bit.
I'm gonna try to catch him.
Like, you have him, but he's just.
You okay, Cramps?
I think I used a little too much for that last one.
Hey, it's exactly the amount that we needed.
I think we should be in the study, or at least in the main areas.
What do we need to get the braces off?
I would assume it's either in the main room or it's in Jomi's throne. But just give me a minute. I'm sorry.
No, you just hang on. I assume if I get your brace off, you should be fine after that. Not that I'm a doctor or anything.
If what I think is here can help, do me a favor.
Yeah.
See if you can find a small little brown bag with a little patchwork rabbit on it, and it should be near, hopefully, with a large wooden hammer.
Okay. I'll bring them both to you.
Step out of the room if you'd like and make investigation checks to look around.
I am going to start in the study. Is this the study?
Yes.
Let's roll an investigation. Then.
Look around. You see some magazines laying around here from the Tengoons. It just says like Makai Weekly. You see some like half-eaten like bird seed and meat left on tables, and you see some broken walnuts on the table. And next to the table where the walnuts are broken, you see a large wooden hammer.
This is what I was looking. Is there like drawers of any kind near this particular?
No,
hammer?
this looks like it's just like for the purposes of putting stuff on table. You don't see the bag.
Okay. Well, if Naoki doesn't see in this room, he'll probably actually return to Uso with the hammer. I haven't found the rabbit or the bag yet. I hand him the hammer.
Thank you. He pulls himself up with it like a walking stick. You see the hammer's handle is about as tall as him, and the mallet portion of it, like, it looks relatively small, but there's very, like, intricate designs carved into the wood.
That's your weapon, I presume, right?
It's a tool. But in times when it's needed, it can be used as a weapon.
Well, I'll keep on looking.
I'll try to move at least a bit. He's going very slow, but he's trying to move around.
Yeah.
Make me another investigation check. Start looking around different rooms. You start like trying to see what's in here, and after a while, like going through some drawers and like looking in different places, you find some papers Yomi must have left behind.
Yeah.
You see that there's a lot of specs on people from the Dark Tournament in there. And after perusing for a little bit, like all of your entire party from there is listed here.
I'm obviously looking at myself first.
You see little notes on there. Just says like tenacious, ability to think on its feet, third most dangerous kitsune I've encountered or had the privilege of knowing about.
Third ain't bad. I'll keep the other papers. I have bigger priorities now, but I want to read those later.
Okay. So you can just add dark tournament
Yeah.
like a participant information. Let's do a wisdom first. See him walking past you in like the room. He drops a little bit more as he's trying to move and like he's trying to hold himself up. Naoki, they're right there if you can. They're on this table. You see a nice little looks like a hand knit pouch. It's got a little like rabbit embroidered on it.
What are you looking for?
Yes, please.
Also don't.
He goes inside and he pulls out a little it's like a little green ball and it looks very squishy. And then he just pops it in his mouth. Looks like they ate most of what I had in here, so it's not going to last. Would you like one, Naoki?
What, pray tell, am I eating?
Mochi.
Really? I'm gonna look at it. Does it look like mochi?
It's mochi. You feel something strange coming off of it, though.
Okay. I'll pop it in my mouth.
Would you like strawberry or green tea?
Green tea.
All right. You gain 25 temporary HP.
Oh shit. Okay.
And if you should be dropped to 0 HP within the next hour, I want you to roll a D100 when that happens.
Okay.
Something will happen depending on what you roll. This is looking around like after he eats it. You see that he's starting to like perk up a bit after he's eaten a bit. I used to be able to make this for everyone, but they took my hammer a long time ago.
Well, now you have it back, so.
Be able to provide something a bit more, heartier than bread to maybe give people more comfort. Sorry, I burned through too much trying to kick that bird.
It's a pretty good kick.
Well, you don't reach S class just by being lazy and not putting in the work.
Hey, my mom's S class. Well, I think she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she still down here?
Nah, she, believe it or not, is in human world.
Oh.
Don't ask how she got by the barrier.
I'm sure we could get by it right now if we wanted to. In terms of how much power we have, we're no different from a D class.
It's a strange and interesting thought.
I hope we can find a way to free everyone. I've searched and never been able to find what it was where Yomi placed the key.
Well, I'm guessing if we've looked all the important places, except the throne room would probably be the only place left to look.
Unfortunately, you're right.
I did destroy it, did I? He's like looking around.
No, we're over off to the side.
Oh, thank God.
We'll have to go through the main area and then take the tower up. If we can do that, we'll be in the throne room. Or rather, where Yomi would call it. Batty, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, let's do this shit. Me too.
Alright, you and Usa are able to keep your balance, but you feel like a tremor and a shockwave begin to overtake. You can see up into the sky since you broke through the roof.
Yeah.
You can see that towards the top of the castle, it looks like the swarm of the blackness is coalescing in one spot. That doesn't seem good, does it?
I thought all the little ones would die off. I guess that's wishful thinking.
They probably aren't going to disappear till we take care of the big problem.
Yeah. And I don't suppose that bird was what's running the show right now.
That was the jailer. The big one is... They've talked about it. They've mentioned that it'll need to feed, and it's been gone for a long time. Off on some job. I don't even think they're clear as to what it is.
Well, if it's something that's working in favor of the person that I'm thinking about, it probably needs to die.
What has been going on in the outer parts of the world? It's been so long.
How long have you been trapped?
Since Yomi took authority.
So, yeah, very long time. Well, I can't get into specifics because the more people know, the worse it gets. But basically, we're facing a threat. Not... How do I describe this without getting it? Basically, shit's really bad right now, and only a handful of people in the known world know how to stop it. I mean, if we get that collar off, you might actually be a useful ally, but I don't know, we need to worry about getting the shit off first. All I know is the reason why I came to the Makai to train, is the same entity that is, that this entity is working for or doing stuff in honor of.
This entity here operates as an omen. It heralds the death of the sun.
Yeah.
Or it precedes the death of the sun.
Okay, so if that's what I think it means, then shit's about to get really bad. But again, we can't do anything about that until we kill this omen.
Well, no sense standing around here then.
Yeah.
This is gonna get himself set. He's gonna stand up, and he's gonna, like, crack his neck as he starts walking with you. I'll do everything I can to help you. Alright. Dan, I want you to give me 3 dexterity checks with advantage.
Oh.
21,
Mm-hmm.
19, 20.
Okay. So, as you're going, and you've spent a good portion of time learning to, like, use your energy to, like, control the stone and actually try to hit Kelm with it earlier. By the time you got here, you've been on this island for a while now, like, doing this. And for the audience to listen in, these stories are all being told, like, side by side with each other. So that's why there's a bit of a difference. This is what was going on during, like, Naoki's, like, current moment. But as you've been throwing stones and Azur's been watching, like, after a little bit, you get the feel of, like, being one with, like, your environment, and you can actually stop the stones. So when Kelm, like, essentially, you're able to actually make contact with Kelm. So once you've gotten the hand of that, Kelm's gonna start trying to throw things at you now. And with each one of those, like, rolls that you've done, you successfully managed to block 2 out of the 3 stones from hitting you.
Hey!
So one hits you in the stomach, but you are able to stop the other 2 from making contact. But you realize that while keeping yourself cool and your emotions in check is how you manipulate ice. To manipulate earth, you need to keep your soul, like, hardened, unwavering, and unmovable. So Kelm, like, keeps doing this until you get into that headspace. Remember, kid, nothing breaks through you, nothing gets past you that you don't want you getting past.
Indomitable spirit.
Spirit has nothing to do with this, dude. Make your body indomitable and the spirit will follow. and he's just throwing it. And you've been doing very well. Azur's been happy to watch. Huh. This is quite impressive, Daisuke. I believe you're ready for your graduation. In a sense. At least from this island. You know the basics of it, and you know how you'll refine it. Now we need to see if you can move past the island. And you see her wave towards Kelm, and he's like, alright, I'll go sit here and watch. I want to see what the kid can do anyway. And she gets into the same fighting stance she took on the first island with you. We don't need to just roll your initiative, Dan, but don't worry about the initiative tracker, because it's only going to be you two.
Question. After the 3 days of getting here, was my HP back up?
Yes.
Thank God.
Nat 1, she's letting you go first. So, while you are on this ice, that counts as difficult terrain. Your movement speed will be halved, unless you want to attempt to make a charisma check to stabilize yourself. This is part of
that.
This is part of Kelm's like increased movement and like leg training like work.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna use the charisma check.
All right.
Let's go. That's a 25.
Oh yeah, the stabilizing DC is a 17, so you passed.
Just kind of like feet just kind of like stick into the ground like.
Impressive. Well, show me what you can do, Daisuke Matsumoto. Strike me 3 times and then you may move on.
Right.
Okay. Okay. It's 50 feet away, but I'm using Reiki step to get up to her.
All right.
And let's go for a perfected spirit weapon. Hitta! Not 20.
Roll a D100 for me.
16.
All right, now low end, but roll your nat 20. Let's go.
That is 34 damage.
As you go in and you swing towards her with your perfected spirit weapon, like she goes to harden like her arm with ice like she did before, but with your affinity with like how that works, like your own energy seems to like negate out hers a little bit, and you're able to break through a little bit more of her defense than you normally could. You actually draw blood on her this time. And as you do it, you see that she's trying to hold back a smile right now. Mm-hmm. What else do you have?
All right. Extra attack. I'm gonna do the follow-up swing. And that's all double now 20s.
Roll me the D100.
17.
Okay. But double nat 20, you go in, roll that damage.
It's 28.
You go in, she has her claw coated in ice as she's going to catch your blade. And you see like a feral look, and Kelm's just watching, like he's actually stood up like checking this out. Even you feel it, your control over your energy is ridiculous right now. As she goes to slash in and your sword comes down, you both end up standing on like opposite sides of each other in the ice. And then just as you guys begin to lower your energies down, you see part of her talon comes off. You succeeded in that skirmish. Cut one of my claws off.
Does they grow back?
They will, but you actually managed to do that. She's like looking up at you and like walking over. I need you to roll an insight check.
11.
You can see this, and you know what? Kelm has to roll one too, now that I think about it. He should have a good one. Yep.
Dang.
You don't fully see what's going on or understanding, but Kelm sees her. She's got like that Bisky Kruger looking at Hisoka face going on.
No!
But not for that. She's just looking at you walking close. You're probably stronger than anyone I've ever fought. At least out of here. A human who can keep up with us. Your power was impressive when I first saw it, and she's got a hand on your shoulder. But now, it's more than impressive. It's enticing. And then immediately Kelm comes and picks you up like a football. So sorry, gotta go. Daisuke, you need to run right now. And he starts picking you up.
Right!
You see a tirade of snow follow. I was going to have you make it to the island yourself, but Kelm's taking you this time.
Oh, no!
You need to go. You need to go. You need to go. And he's just like running across the water as she's chasing you down. Wait,
Oh,
we can
man.
have one sparring match before the next round. It doesn't have to. That's where we're gonna end. Is Kelm's running across the water and is.
He's scarier than any demon I've seen!
Yeah, no, you made it bad, kid. She's interested now.
Ah!
Last time I saw that look on her face, I missed Mardi Gras. And you're leaping across the water as she's just firing Ice Dragon roars. And he's just screaming. God damn it, this is what happens when you get too strong! As we'll jump back over to Naoki.
Just wanted to save the world!
I'll help you! Okay.
Yeah.
You have a little thought in the back of your head. Man, I'm sure Daisuke's having fun right now.
Oh yeah, what were we doing? Oh yeah, that. And he just like looks up through the hole in the ceiling and just sees the sea of birds in the air. Yeah.
You ready to? Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's head out.
And he's gonna start making his way up the hallway. He's gonna go into stealth.
Okay. I'll follow suit.
Scene for Us.
Nice stealth. Oh,
Right.
that's but yeah, whatever.
Both managed to make it through more or less like unscathed.
Yeah.
You make your way up, and after a little bit going past different like Tengoons in different break rooms, like there's a few where you hear some of them saying like, you hear a group of them in a room like, you know, the worst part about being a Tengoon, it's the insurance. We don't get any. We get our arms ripped off, we get our beaks mutilated, and what do I get when I go home? A box of bandages to fix it. We get no respect here. Just sitting in a room full of like other Tengoons. You make your way to a large staircase.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're at the bottom and you need to make your way up. We're going to need to be careful with this. If they, for some reason, like pin us in an area like this, we're going to be in a bad spot.
Where do we need to go exactly?
To the very top. Once we get through here, we'll be in like the main atrium. We can take the side stairs there and be up at the main area of the castle.
It might have hurt me a little bit, but do you want to take an express route?
Better you practice it now than trying to do this later.
I suppose you're right. Okay, so that little thing I did before can only do it once per day, but I can fly normally using my demonic energy, so let's see if this shit works.
When you rely on life energy, just remember, Naoki.
Yeah.
And he kind of like puts like an arm on your shoulder just to like help you. It's different than using Yoki. The body is naturally going to resist wanting to burn through its own lifespan. It'll require intense focus and to remember the fact that why would you burn through your lifespan?
To increases your chances of survival.
He shakes his head at you.
Hey, what?
To protect everything we care about.
Well, that's a lot better than what the fuck I was thinking about. I thought I was gonna have to trick my body to hurt itself into thinking it was protecting itself, but you know what? This is my own damn body. I can tell it whatever the fuck I want it to.
I find it's easier if you focus on something. Do you have family, friends?
Yeah, this is gonna be not too difficult for me.
Give it a try.
What am I rolling?
You don't have to roll. Like, you would just spend how much does it cost you to fly?
It would cost me 2 Yoki, so 4 HP.
Yep. Your body hurts as you begin pulling this energy you've never used before out of you. But as the pain starts to set in and the body would naturally resist doing something like this, you get the image of, like, Hideki in your head, and then Kunai, Daisuke, Matt, like, and everyone else. And to do this means that you'll get to a point where you can make sure they stay alive. So the pain is worth it for you. And when you open your eyes back up again, you're floating.
Oh, hey.
It doesn't feel too comfortable at first, does it?
Nah, but it's worth it. I'm gonna hold out a hand to him.
He will take it.
Okay. Let's fly to the top of the staircase.
All right. 2 Tengoons here. It's a Jack Goon and a Dan Goon. Both of you guys roll me perception checks.
Okay.
Oh no, the Tengus.
Oh.
A 16.
One. I'm picking my nose currently.
Yeah, you're picking your nose, and it's like, yeah, you better be alert. But
Hey, quit digging for gold.
as you're flying up, even with the 16, it would beat Usa's stealth. So they're going to see you as you rise up, but you do make it like in front of them. If you want to fly up directly in front.
Okay.
How'd you come from?
Oh, we're just dropping by. I'm gonna let go of Usa.
Promise we won't stay long, and he's gonna go and try to kick a Tengu to death.
Oh, well, as long as you're not planning on staying long.
I'm not even gonna aim for the one that's talking. I'm aiming for Jack while he's picking his nose. 21.
Yeah.
Oh, send a finger through his nostril.
Oh.
Alright. Like, he does a sweeping kick and just knocks you off the side of the fucking railing.
Ah!
You must stay alert.
Naoki?
Naoki will go in for 2 knife attacks. So 20 and 23.
Add your sneak attack because Zeus is within 5 feet.
That's right. That's fucking right.
Yeah, he's dead.
I just like slice off his wings.
You slice off both of his wings and just hear a as he falls to the ground. Meanwhile, Jack Tengu is just sobbing quietly. I didn't even do anything.
Okay, let's not waste this opportunity, and running forward.
They're more of a nuisance than they are, like, dangerous.
Tell me that again.
They're more of a nuisance than they are
It
dangerous.
was rhetorical, but, you know, we'll get there, buddy.
I love him.
Put you right here.
Oh, shit.
You make your way up. You make your way, like, just looking around, and through this large, ornate area, you look up and would see what should be like a sort of like see-through, like a sunroof.
Yeah.
It's like above it, you can see that it's just a sea of black. So whatever this is just above you. And I need you to make an Arcana check.
Okay, here we go. 10.
Okay, let me just get some good music going. As you make your way up with Usa and you get closer and closer, I'll describe the room that you're in. On the ground, you see a large motif, mixed with stone and emerald of a tree, which, surrounded by more and more of this area, you see what used to. This was probably some sort of showroom or display room that Yomi would have kept to keep any treasures or things he wanted to show off in here. You can see that there would be racks for weapons all around, but this place looks like it's been cleared out. Just above you with that Arcana check, though, as you're trying to get a feel for the room, make me a Constitution saving throw, since you rolled a 10.
Okay. 18.
You hold it back, but you almost throw up. You're not sure why, because this doesn't feel like Yoki that you're picking up, but it doesn't feel dissimilar from Yoki either. You felt this once before, or you felt this a couple times before, actually. Make a history check for this.
Yeah.
I know I'm asking you a lot of checks.
It's fine. 16.
You felt something like this from Kunai before, but it's just still slightly different from hers.
That could be a couple different things.
I don't think we're going to be dealing with any sort of average demon. This is most likely something mortals would classify as a god.
Oh. Huh. I've met one of those already, but technically one. Well, actually, technically a lot, but they're not. They weren't actually gods, because, the heads came off, really easy.
I should only hope this one's head comes off easy.
This kind of feels like my friend a little.
You have a friend with this level of power?
Yeah. Last I checked, it was kind of, sealed inside her, but she kind of gave me that vibe. It's not necessarily Yoki, but I don't know.
Strength like this, your friend must be they must be a demon lord.
Oh yeah, I think that's actually what they literally just became. Mao they called it?
Only she was here now.
Yeah, she's doing her own thing right now.
Well, if we're fighting a Mao or something equivalent of it, let's hope we're enough.
I can't let Kunai go showing me up this early now.
Well, let's make sure we get you home to brag about it. Besides, we can't keep Minoru and the rest waiting.
We can't.
If Yomi's got something to get these collars off, it's at the top.
Up there? I'm just pointing to the cloud.
He looks at you with a very sad face. Unfortunately.
Okay. For a better future?
For a brighter tomorrow. And he fist bumps you.
Okay.
I will drag you up to the top of the map in just a moment. But as you take the long stairways up, you start to make your way up further and further. You see this miasma pouring down through the stairs, but after a while it becomes so thick and dense that it stops even looking like that and it's almost taking a liquid form. You find stones to walk across, and the roof in the open area of this place, the little lip before you make it to the roof of a castle?
Yeah.
You would be on that before you make it up to the roof. As you look out, you should be able to see the entirety of Yomi's territory, but you just see the landscape encased in a black dome. And you know exactly at the top that that's where everything is. I will move you to the map now. And you'll be coming in from the stones at the very bottom. This is a big map, Maddie.
Yeah, I can tell.
This needs to be a big one, though.
That's fair.
You make it your appropriate size. As you both make it to the top and start making your way over, you see off in the distance, like, you see things being dropped from the sky, like just small little like carcasses of demons. And they're sort of like congealing on a pile all the way in the back, if you want to make your way forward and check it out.
Yeah.
I will say these are gaps too, so anything purple is dangerous.
Naoki's probably just flying over them at this point.
Yeah, you're taking Usa with you, I assume, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. As you start to get closer, you feel a massive pressure like appear around, like just like it's weighing your body down. So my prey has come directly to me.
Hey, you the asshole put this chain on my arm?
Remnants of Yomi's old territory. We figured we'd put them to good use. Or my subordinates did, rather. And as you see a figure appear over here.
Your subordinates. Oh, you talking about the dirt on my heel. Man, they're kind of sticky.
Slaughtered many of them, but they are numerous, and also not very smart.
Huh. I don't assume the apple falls too far from the tree there.
Would you like to find out?
Gladly.
Give me the privilege of knowing my food's name.
Naoki.
Usa. You're not turning my family into a meal. We would rather die before we let you get away with what you do. It's just standing there. It turns its head curiously towards you. So you choose death. Will be devoured. It has been seen and it has been foreseen already. I know what this is. And I'm gonna show you the art now. You ready for this, Batty?
I'm very ready.
As you see its wings begin to spread, like this creature, its spiritual energy takes a very massive, large form before its humanoid form disappears, and you can't tell which one is which. But silhouetting the hole in the sky, you see Yata Garasu. As it stares down directly at you. All roads have an end. Will this be yours?
Guess we're gonna have to find out.
Naoki, you see this creature looking back at you, and I'm actually going to change its token.
Okay.
Its energy pours out, and you see this large, three-eyed, like, crow begin to descend upon you with its movement speed. Yeah, no. It's going to swoop and immediately rush in and start trying to, like, attack Usa. As you get a look at this thing when it moves, it is extremely fast. Like it's probably moving about as fast as Kunai does.
Shit.
And it's gonna go in for 2 beak strikes against Usa. Both of those miss. So it starts trying to slam its beak directly into the ground to like peck at him, and Usa's dodging left and right out of the way. But the sheer, like, force that it's doing, like, it's breaking the stone so easily. And it's just, like, staring back, looking at, like, him. Its eyes aren't breaking contact. And he is gonna go and pull out his mochi hammer. And he just looks towards you as he's like getting ready to strike for a brighter tomorrow, right, Naoki?
Hell yeah.
Usa's gonna go and get into flanky position. And mochi strike! That'll miss. I'll miss, and that'll miss. Okay, nope.
Wait, even with advantage?
Oh, that's right. He has advantage. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm a big dummy head. His last kick will hit with advantage. So he goes in to try to like attack this thing. Like both of its hammers, like both of the hammer swings just dodge nimbly out of the way. Like it's not getting hit. Oh, 1 second. And he just can't seem to like make contact with the way the hammer is being swung. But on his last like attempt, he manages to leap up and get a bit of a kick, nudging it in the side. To which point it doesn't register like any pain, but it does notice it. And Usa does look a little worried. But it's your turn.
Okay. Well, you showed me yours. Naoki is going to go into his kitsune form.
Ooh, okay. We're gonna just put Naoki over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have a kitsune sheet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me drag my token there. I am big. You might have to shrink me, even though I'm... Yeah, there we go.
So, Uso watches as you take on this massive kitsune form. Alright, big bird versus big fox. What are you doing?
I am going to make 2 miasma claw strikes at this thing.
Okay. For the fact that they're using those, they're using a little bit of yoki just to make the miasma. It will just be 1 HP per claw.
Okay. So, does the first one miss?
Yes.
Okay. 27.
That'll hit.
It's going to do in total 22 damage. And that's gonna be Naoki's attack.
Alright. You go in, you hit it for like, it dodges out of the first one of your claws, but it like retaliates back after it gets it the second time. And so it like, its gaze is focusing between you and Usa. And so it's just gonna hold its wings out and like screech. And it's going to forego one of its attacks to summon 2 Tengoons to come and assist it. So, Tengoons at the back of the map. You guys immediately get summoned down from like the void of like sorry, Roll20's being such a butt today. You get summoned down from like the void of darkness above, and you just see, all right, what's the boss cut? You see a rabbit with a hammer. Your boss fully like descended down, and he's like fighting with an equally large kitsune, and they're like biting at each other.
It's a bad time for performance anxiety.
With his last attack, you're going to feel energy rising up above him, Batty.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for a solar claw attack.
Shit.
1 second. Or solar talon, that's what it's called. Does the 24 hit?
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit.
Alright, you're gonna take 14 slashing damage and give me a D16 con save.
Okay. D16 con save. I fell.
Alright. At the end of your next turn, you're gonna take an additional 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
This being of darkness, it seems like it should be like this monstrous thing. When you get that slash going across like your body, it feels like somebody took like a smoldering hot sword and just like stuck it directly on your skin. Like, you can't even bleed because it cauterizes the wound where it cuts you.
Oh, that's nasty.
All will be done as it needs to be. And as it's saying that, Usa's gonna go with the my thoughts exactly. And he's gonna go in for 2 more mochi strikes and then a kick. Miss. Hit. Miss. Okay. Not bad at all. It's 31. So, one swing misses, but he manages to just keep the momentum going and spins around completely and, like, smashes into the side of this thing, dealing a really big amount of damage. And it screeches out in pain as the hammer makes contact with it. Then he tries to go in for a kick, but to no avail, it just kind of, like, dodges out of the way. And that'll lead it back over to your big ol' Kitsune turn.
Profits disgust me. I'm gonna start off by moving to the side slightly. And,
Okay.
not that... I'm just gonna do this just because I can. I'm gonna cast Haunting Fire.
How much does that cost?
3, so I'm gonna take 6 damage from it.
Yep.
So, basically, it needs to roll a dex save, and I'm gonna position to where it doesn't affect me or Usa.
What's the dex save?
It would be, probably. Hold on. I think it's based off of my own stats, so let me check real quick. DC 17.
Okay, so it's going to be a DC 20 since it costs like 3 to cast it.
Okay,
So that's also the benefit too. Your DC is going to go up with it.
I see.
DC 20. Nat 1.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god.
Ooh.
Okay, this motherfucker is lit up like a Christmas tree with kitsune fire.
All right. You hit it with a bunch of flames, and it's starting to glow. Did you want to pick the color?
It's going to be orange because that's like Naoki's like highlight color, basically.
All right. It gets covered in a ghostly orange flame, and it's like confused. Will that be your turn?
No, it won't because I still have 2 attacks.
Do your thing.
And okay, so 20 and 23.
28 will hit. The 23 won't.
Okay. I rolled it 3 times for some reason. So 17 damage. Also, I forgot. With Miasma Claw, it needs to make a con save. DC 16.
15.
Okay, it's poisoned until the next turn.
I'm gonna have it use one of its legendary resistances to pass that.
Okay, fair enough. And do I take a fuck ton of damage now?
Yes, roll your 2d6 fire damage.
2d6. Okay, that's not that bad. 7.
You take 7 points of fire damage as the wound really burns and hurts. And it's like, you're gonna have so many ridiculous scars to explain to Hideki after this. Tengoons!
Tengoon goon. Oh boy, yep. I can get right up on Usa.
From
For the boys! Man.
26.
that'll hit.
11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow suit, charging up right next.
Alright. Roll this one with advantage.
Thank God that's 26 then.
Go ahead. Another 10.
Oh,
Naoki, you see from behind as you're dealing with the larger creature. Like, Usa's doing his best to try to assist you, but he's getting swarmed by 2 more Tengoons. And they're both, like, starting to, like, rip away at him a little bit.
Leave the big guy to me.
He's gonna turn his head. And let's see what he's gonna do. You know what? We're gonna try this. He is going to... Wait, that is... Yeah, it'll work. All right, I need you to make me a DC 18 Dex save.
Oh boy.
Who?
You.
Okay. That one.
Roll severity for me, please.
Okay.
Please low, please low.
31.
Okay, you're just gonna fail this. So, you're gonna see its wings begin to get coated with like this different like miasma of like energy surrounding them, and then it's going to use wing beat and hit you with a burst of wind like directly at point blank range. With the nat 1, you're unable to dodge it. Don't worry about the hit. It's just a. Yeah, that's way. Thank God, you're gonna take 66 thunder damage from this baddie.
Okay, so Naoki is gonna drop the Kitsune form and go back to his normal form.
And you're also gonna get pushed back onto these rocks over here.
Okay.
It just releases that burst of wind at you. I had to look at it like, damn, over 100 something. Like, no, it's a critical. That's right.
Yeah.
Like, so criticals don't apply to this one. The burst like sends you back there, and you're not used to getting hit with wind. Like usually you hit things with wind.
Yeah.
But it's staring down as you look back up at it, and you see its eyes glowing. Its gaze begins to turn, and it focuses towards Usa as it like turns towards him, seeing him as the more prominent threat. And Usa is now surrounded. And he's gonna like look over towards you. I'm gonna forego one of Usa's attacks. He's gonna jump into the air and attempt to use full moon axe kick onto the Yata Garasu.
Okay.
But before that, I'm gonna make a dex check. 13. Naoki, roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can catch something.
Okay, let's do this. Sleight of hand. 26.
Alright. He throws it, and before it falls off the edge, you manage to catch it. It's his little bunny pouch.
Okay.
And as that goes, he takes the momentum from throwing, spins, and we're gonna try full moon axe kick. That's gonna miss. Like, he can't get his energy up to like actually do it, and that actually is gonna burn through quite a bit of his HP too. Like, the pain from trying to do it causes him to fall back to the ground, and he's struggling bad. Naoki, you can see Usa doesn't look very good.
I can see that. Okay.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. Well, I can just fly back into the action.
Mm-hmm.
So, Naoki is flying. He is activating his Cyclone Fists.
Okay.
And I need to roll a 1d4 to see how long they last. It's only one turn.
Yeah, you're pretty bad right now.
Now that being said, I need to check another one of my abilities that I really haven't utilized, and I'm curious what would occur in this situation. So, okay. I'm gonna try to use my bonus action to drain a little bit of Yoki from this creature.
Okay.
So, bonus action, I get 3 Yoki from it. What does this do for me?
I'll say you have 3 disposable Yoki points.
Okay, sweet. That's what I wanted it to do. Okay. That's 3 less HP that I have to, or 6 less HP that I have to worry about. Okay. Let's start it with the Cyclone Fists. 23?
23 will miss.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, 23 misses. 25 hits.
So, 31.
Yeah, 31. That's a good hit.
That misses. And that's a nat 20. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to throw my once per day Hurricane Fist on top of it.
Alright.
So, nat 20. And with Hurricane Fist.
So 29, 40, 54, 64, 72, 79 points of damage.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, you do hit really fucking hard, Betty.
Yeah, no, that... Naoki can hit hard when he wants to. So, basically, he gets knocked back, and he just flies back full force.
Charging back in, you use a little bit of, like, the wing beat that was used to, like, suppress you back. To, like, get the momentum going on your arm already. And then you just re-deliver, like, a hurricane punch directly onto the Yata Garasu. And you actually hear it, like, screech out in pain as you make contact with it. What do I need to do for you to remain dead?
See, here's the thing I don't get about you prophets. You're always obsessed with future being something that can't be changed. I don't like that. Personally. I like to think that we all have free will, and that all our actions matter to create our own futures. You've already trapped yourself with a fate that you don't think you can change. But you've never you've never even considered anything else. And that's why you have to die here.
Everything will happen the way it's supposed to. And while it's staring down at you, you can make an insight check if you want to.
Okay.
It's not fighting back against what you're saying. All it keeps saying to you is everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
But Tengoons! You're slashing at a rabbit.
And this food over here is getting mouthy.
Maybe you should
I gotta.
cut it down to size.
So I just left Usa's range.
Oh, give him attack of opportunity. Mochi hammer.
Bonk.
Yeah, that hit.
20 damage as like you start to go and he just like smacks you in the side of the temple with it.
And as he's spinning, his claw is gonna try to go out and hit Naoki.
26 is gonna hit.
26.
Don't you have the thing with an ally within 5 feet? I think you do.
Big bird.
I don't know if I gave you guys that though. Yeah,
we
block,
have
block tactics, so you nat 20'd that.
Oh, it's only 1 extra damage.
I mean, still. Alright, Betty, you're gonna take 6 points of slashing damage as the spinning Tengu comes rolling at you. Jack Goo, what are you doing?
I'ma keep attacking Bunny.
Go for it.
Smack.
That'll miss.
I don't smack.
You go to drop your claw down on him and he just looks up at you. Are you finished?
For now, yes.
Yata Garasu is going to look. It's going to begin radiating something, like letting an energy pour off of it. I need everyone, even the Tengoons, to make a DC 19 wisdom save.
25.
11?
Usa
Yes!
just barely passed.
11.
Naoki.
Yeah.
Make me a little perception-y doodle on this.
Perception. Okay.
Tengoons begin to get closer to their boss as it's like emanating this light. And even as you feel it, it doesn't feel aggressive. It almost feels like the opposite of what its spiritual energy was. And it feels so calming and enticing. The Tengoons begin to start getting closer towards it, just like, oh, the boss. We love when the boss is like this. Then
Nice.
immediately as they get close enough, you hear the loudest, most guttural screech you've ever heard as it was using its ability Nevermore. What you notice from that perception check is Yata Garasu does not seem to notice that you're not under its control.
Oh. Interesting.
You and Usa are not under its control, and it's not going to attack because it's assured that you all will come closer towards it. So next attacks will count as sneak attack. If you don't, essentially, you get sneak attack on your first hit. All of your attacks will get sneak attack on this next one.
All of them?
All of them, because it absolutely has no idea that you're coming.
Holy shit. Okay, let's do this.
And Usa's got the same thing going on. Without it, like, it's looking at you. You can see out of your eyes that Usa's looking at you. Make a perception check to see if you can determine what he's saying.
16.
Usa's pointing up, and then he's gesturing his arm that he's gonna spike down, and then he's gesturing towards you. He's saying he's gonna go up, and then he's gonna throw you. Can you do something big to hurt this thing?
I'm just gonna shake my head, yes.
All right. Then he's gonna expend up a bunch of his energy. How much does he have left? Yeah, this might be like the last time I can do this. You see him spitting up a lot of blood. He expends energy and leaps super high into the sky. And he's holding his action for Full Moon Axe Kick until you meet him up there so you can both strike at the same time.
Okay.
So this is happening all within the span of 1 second from each other. So this thing doesn't see you coming. I would like you to roll your... What would you like to do to hit this thing, like for an attack?
I am just going to do 4 Cyclone Fists.
All right. Roll all 4, and we'll see how many of them hit.
Or did all 4 go?
All 4 missed.
All 4 missed. Oh, are you kidding me? It's not good.
All right. So Usa goes up. He waits. You're having a bit of a hard time moving, so he has to just kind of go on without you.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to stun it with Full Moon Axe Kick. That 27 will hit it. So he's gonna hit it for 29 damage. And I need the Tengoons to make me a DC 17 dex save or get blown away. And your bodies are already like getting extra crispy.
Ooh, 15.
Alright. Dan, you're fine. Jack, you're gonna get set flying 40 feet after you just got like ignited in like bright light.
Ooh.
Alright. Tengoons.
Ow.
Take that, Naoki.
That hits.
Bang! 8 slashing.
Okay.
Just gonna painfully get back fucking off after that.
Expecting the boss.
This is over. Gonna go for 2 beaks and a solar talon on Usa. That'll hit. That'll hit. That'll miss.
Oh, shit.
So he's gonna hit Usa for 41 piercing damage as you watch as part of Usa's body is like how do I describe this? Remember End of Evangelion when the Eva series ate Unit 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening to Usa right now. He starts like pecking in and ripping Usa apart. Like his body isn't dismembered, but Usa's like fur is ripped off. He's bleeding everywhere, and he just looks like he can barely stand up. But he's not backing away from this thing.
Okay.
I don't know how much more I got left in me, Naoki.
Hey. Over here. I'm
Look at
like just trying to get the Yata Garasu's attention.
Let's see.
He's not the one you should be worried about. Stop.
He's gonna go and attempt to kick it because he can't do anything else. Oh, so his kicks hit.
Not 20.
Two of his kicks fucking hit. It's nice. So 40 damage. As you're trying to get its attention, he like pushes himself off the ground with as much energy as he can, and he just starts like kicking this thing in the side of the head, stunning it a little bit. But it looks really bad, but it looks like it's still got the energy to keep going.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to come in with more Cyclone Fists. Also, I've been forgetting to roll how their duration, so I'm just gonna do that for the past couple times. Okay, so that would have been... Okay, so... I think I would...
Arcana check before you do this.
What?
Roll me an Arcana check before you do this.
Okay, Arcana. See?
You see Usa like standing up and not willing to back down, and you feel energy coming off of him.
Yeah.
And you remember what he said, like, to protect what matters most. Would you like to charge these Cyclone Fists with life energy, or would you rather do it with spirit energy?
I'm gonna do it with life energy, actually.
Alright. Take 3 HP for each punch, but their damage is gonna be marginally different. Any of them that you hit, I want you to add 3d8 on top of it.
Okay, let's go.
And you have advantage because you're flanking.
And he's glowing.
Yep. That'll hit.
Oh, okay.
That'll...
3d8.
Yeah, 3d8.
And with sneak attack, because I have advantage. So, first punch.
I'm doing the math. Alright, that's the first.
Okay, let's, 22 misses.
22 will miss. 27 will hit. Another 30.
19 on top of that.
19.
And one more. 20 misses.
Yeah, 20 misses. So, on top of all of it together, though, you hit it for a very big amount of damage. 105, actually.
And I still have a bonus action. So, I'm taking more Yoki from it.
Okay.
Okay, so I take 4 Yoki from it.
You go in, like, with these Cyclone Fists, like, driving into it. It's screaming out, and you can see that it's breathing heavily. And it just looks down at you. You see its eyes begin to glow red.
Yeah. I'm the problem here.
You're the solution.
Can I insight check that?
Yes. It's being aggressive with you, but for a creature of its size and the way that it could do things, it should have gone in for a killing blow by now. Like towards Zusa.
Oh. Really? Wait. You want me to kill you, don't you?
This is not the answer for me. Everything will go and will happen as it's supposed to. That is what my master told me.
How bad does this creature look right now?
It's hanging on to its last little strand.
I'm the one to do it.
Said this would be one of the easier ways to get through to you.
Huh.
See its wings lower.
Well, I guess we better not keep him waiting. Is he not attacking anymore?
He's staying very calm now. It's looking over towards Usa and it gestures your head to go walk towards him.
Why specifically?
You, with that insight check, there's, for whatever feeling of aggression that you felt, it's completely, like, almost vanished in a sense. This thing still feels as imposingly strong as it did, but you don't feel bloodlust coming from it. Did we die, Naoki?
We done.
It is not your time to die, both of you. If you die here, things will not proceed the way that they need to. And it's going to stand in front of you. And it's going to change form. Just kind of walks up. Roll a history or a perception check, depending on what you'd like to do.
First.
You're not really sure what to make of all this, but it doesn't seem to be attacking you anymore. It just kind of like helps you up. And then it goes towards Usa's collar. And it just takes the collar off of him. But you're still alive. What do you do, Naoki?
So, this thing comes before the death of the sun, is what I've been told. Like the omen
Yes.
of the sun dying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Naoki will hold out his arm.
No, like, you didn't see it use a key. It just took Usa's collar off, but you didn't die.
Wait, so were these things never meant to explode?
Looks towards you. Yomi believed in ruling through deceit. He figured if he put their lives in the hands of their fellow men, sympathy would be all he needed to imprison them. And you see Usa's face just go dark. But when I tried to remove, Yomi did that. You were prisoners in your mind alone.
And
Simple as that.
The purpose of this was to...
It was a bit flashier than I'd have liked it to be. But I can't argue with Lady Amaterasu.
You were working for her this entire time.
I herald the death of the sun. She sends me to execute her final orders before her time is up.
You're not a prophet, you're enacting her wishes.
She informed me after your meeting with her that things were going to need to happen in a certain way, and that you all were not allowed to know what was supposed to happen because you're Naoki, correct?
Yes?
I could tell. She said you would be the most likely to attempt to interfere with it.
Wait, so this entire set of theatrics was to get me to make sure I was loyal?
This entire set of theatrics was to keep you from interfering what needs to happen. The sun must fall, so the sun will rise. And when the sun rises again, the sun will fall.
Wait, so Amaterasu is preventing me from preventing her death, is what you're telling me?
She knew it was going to need to happen. She didn't explain why, and she didn't tell me what would come next. Only that this was the way it needs to be.
Right, so what about
You all will have...
What about all the Tengu that were murdered?
Oh, those are just Tengu demons.
Don't have feelings or emotions?
They do. They're just dumb. They
We resemble that remark.
I offered them a new territory to occupy in exchange for helping me out.
And this was all to keep me busy the entire time.
What this was used for will not be known to you yet. Or rather, you won't realize what this was used for yet. But I promise you, Naoki, this has a benefit. Amaterasu believes in you too much to waste your time with busy work.
What do you mean by that? Isn't this all just busy work? Having me go on an unknown escapade to... I don't even understand what was the... And I guess I'm just supposed to trust you, and Amaterasu is currently at death's door.
If there was anywhere I could be right now by my own choice, it would be to die by my lady's side. But she instructed me with making sure that this was done. That you were to meet these people and go through this.
I was meant to meet people that Yomi controlled for years.
On a grander scale, you fight stop August. You fight to stop him from appearing. That is a noble goal. But your spirit is truly at its strongest when your resolve is unwavering. As far as things can go, Naoki, I may not be as powerful as August, but I am a being like him and like Amaterasu herself. And you were able to handle yourself with me quite easily.
Yeah. Did throw in a couple of good blows, I guess.
Doubt will be what August used to get you to even have an opening to take you down. To make it easier for him to get the boy. These people here were imprisoned by the previous ruler of this kingdom. Lady Amaterasu wanted them to be free. And also saw this as... I don't mean to be quite literal with this, but points to both of the Tengoons on the ground. A two birds with one stone moment. She also believed you would not be upset knowing that you were liberating people from enslavement.
Well, I guess you got the no doubt part down. And Naoki is going to break the shackle on his wrist.
The only shackles that will ever hold you back, Naoki, are in your mind. Never forget that.
No doubt. Okay.
I'm sorry for attacking you, but...
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. I can handle myself after all. And Naoki's just gonna, like, wipe some of the blood from his face.
Sure hit harder than anything I've ever seen.
you should see my friends.
I suppose you're here for what Orochi sent you to pick up, correct?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Goes into their pocket and tosses you like a little jar.
I'll catch it.
Get a good look at it. It's sealed up with like some sort of spell tag over like the cork on it.
Oh.
She was using Naomi's facilities to develop this. I don't know if she's finished it yet, but she's condensed her Yoki down into a small form. I'd be careful with that. It also leaves you extremely hungry after you eat them. And just leans in. I was testing them on Tengoons. That's how I made the Karo.
Oh. That was Orochi's corruption.
Quite powerful little things she's created. She would know more about how they work than I. And according to what Amaterasu had told me, I believe she owes you one now.
Yeah, well, I was gonna visit her anyways. Okay, well, if you're done jerking me around, I'm ready to leave.
Oh, we have something to do first, Naoki.
Huh.
We gotta show Minoru the sky.
Where do you think I was headed? And he's gonna start walking off.
By the way, Naoki,
Yeah?
you do have a bit of a responsibility now.
Another one?
More so just you, like, they walk up to you as they get ready to just sit back, and they hand you what looks like it should be a key, but it leaves a little bit of a mark on the palm of your hand. Enjoy your territory.
My territory, eh?
Place was left unoccupied. I cannot govern this, for I am not a demon.
Okay. Naoki, as he's just going out, the Tengu that had just been, knocked over, he's just gonna blow a simple gust of wind to, bring them back to their feet. And, he's gonna walk off, headed back to the caves.
Usa's gonna follow. As that's going, Yata Garasu is going to look. And just, you hear a large announcement, just echoing outwards. To all of the birds of prey who occupy this territory, it is under new ownership. You are to egress if he should ask you to leave, or you will serve him if he asks you to stay. And I suppose not a single Tengu was listening, because they're downstairs in the break room! And he starts making his way down.
Boss, us two birds are gonna get that one stone you talked about.
I'm not your boss anymore. Your boss is the teal-haired Kitsune. And I'd suggest you stay on his good side. I will simply... I'll go see the show. I'm gonna move the maps over, Batty.
Okay. As Naoki's walking out of the castle, does he see any of the Tengu on the way out?
See a lot of them, and when they see you, they all just drop to a knee as you walk past. With you and Usa walking, Usa's walking slowly behind you.
Yeah, we're gonna have none of that. If you want to leave or stay, it's up to you. Just, if you stick around, don't hurt nobody that doesn't deserve it. How did the Tengu react?
Sure.
They're giving you salutes.
Sure thing, boss.
I'm not your boss!
Whatever you say, boss.
I am not your boss. I am a unbiased third party that is letting you do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you're not hurting other people.
Too moderate and kind.
I will fling you into the sun. Which is dying, by the way.
Look, the sun, that's where the other boss came from. Promotions.
Ah, goddamn.
Oh.
Let's go back to the cave.
Don't fight them on it.
Yeah.
Usa looks pretty roughed up right now, but he's like slowly regenerating a bit.
Assume
I'm
it's
getting too old to be doing this.
Assume it's a lot easier though with that cuff off.
I always thought that son of a bitch. I've been in servitude to him for years. He told me I'd kill everyone if I left.
I guess he didn't have a contingency plan if he died or lost his territory for you guys. Not that he really thought much of any of you.
Well, it's nice that new leadership does.
It is nice.
I assume you have business to take care of.
Naoki,
as you guys are walking.
Naoki is gonna slap a hand over his shoulder and hand him the key.
I'm a little too old to be ruling a territory reserved for one of the three kings.
Wait. Can Naoki make a... What would that be? What kind of check would that be?
Say, make an intelligence check. See if you can discern what he just said to you.
Intelligence. Okay. Holy shit. Oh yeah, just general intelligence. 9.
Three kings. Wait. There's Orochi. There's Tayo. Can I just not count? Who's the third one?
Yeah.
That's what's going through your head.
They haven't came up with another third king. I don't know what you're talking about.
They have. Legends speak of a very powerful kitsune.
What, my mom?
Who would liberate us.
You can't roll shit. Wait.
A being who didn't rule through just sheer might and destructive power. But someone who respected freedom enough to give us the choice if we would follow him. And given that choice, you see Usa take a knee in front of you. I choose to follow.
Is this supposed to happen all along?
You see up, like, from where you guys are walking, just like looking down. You see Yata Garasu looking at you, and you see them waving.
Naoki's gonna kind of roll his eyes for a second, but he'll give like a little salute.
I won't call you my lord, though.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird.
How about my friend?
I can live with that.
And he throws an arm around you, not to be friendly, but because he's tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you, buddy.
And I'll do the same. I assume you won't be staying in the Makai, seeing as you don't live here.
We can work that out later. For now, I need to, dress my people.
And after time has gone by and you make your way back into the system of the caves, people start coming out and they're like, Grandpa's back! Grandpa's back! The teal thing didn't kill him! Grandpa's back! And they all start cheering and running. Then they notice that he's not wearing the collar. What?
You did.
Go ahead.
You didn't need to wear them all along. It was a bluff. Or at least up until Yomi's downfall. Or after Yomi's downfall, it became a bluff. The collars don't actually work anymore.
The older people, like, look and they reach to take them off, but they just can't do it. And Minoru is actually the first one that they watch take the collar off. Like, somebody tries to stop, like, Minoru, no! But everything's perfectly fine.
Nice job, kid.
I want to see this guy.
Who else wants to see this guy? Show of hands?
Everyone. They all start slowly taking them off one by one. You see some people crying, some people cheering. Some people don't know what to think, but you see Usa just sitting down and you see the most, like, caring grandfather's face across, like, you just see, like, the most caring expression across his face. And he just smiles looking at all of them.
Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes! Yes! Yes, sir!
We're gonna get out of this godforsaken cave, but before we do, I need to establish something. I have been proclaimed the ruler of this territory.
See a very, like, sour-faced looking dude, like, I knew it. And he goes and he picks the collar back up to put it back on.
Hey, you stop that. I'm just gonna, gust of wind, throw it into the pit. Now, as I was saying, I have no control over what you do after you leave the cave. You can leave my territory, you can stay in it, you can follow me, you cannot follow me, it's all up to you. You're the masters of your own fate now. That being said, I have one rule when you're in my kingdom. I don't want anybody to kneel. If you're gonna stand next to me, stand in front of me, you stand as my equal. You got that?
All sort of, like, stand up and at attention towards you. Not like soldiers, but just, like, trying to stand how you asked them to. Yes, my lord!
And no more, my lord shit. I don't like the term king either. You can just call me Naoki. That fair?
Naoki.
Okay.
Some of them feel a little weird addressing you by that. And you can tell they're calling you Naoki, but you know what they think of you.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Right. You make your way out of the cave. As they step foot outside, a lot of them, almost all of them, shield their eyes because they're not used to direct light.
Figured that would happen.
But Minoru is just looking around and, like, it's like you can't describe the expression on their face. This guy. Naoki?
Yeah?
think my papa's still alive?
I can't tell you that. But if you want to try to find them, there's nothing stopping you. Just be careful if you go searching.
Can I come back here?
Of course you can. And let every demon know that this portion of the Makai is protected by me. I'm not gonna say I own it. I'm not gonna say anybody owns it. But I'll protect it as much as I can.
Minoru hugs your leg. If more people were like you, maybe things could be better in this world. And I know you don't like hearing it, but I'm glad you're the king. And as the camera would pan out from this, you would spend a little bit of time with them, be able to just like relax, help Usa get back up to full strength. And then the shot would pan out as you would begin making your way over towards Orochi's territory. And separately, I just have to move the map one more time.
Okay.
You all would not be able to see this. This is something only the audience would see. The scene would transition over to what should be a bright and clouded area that is just riddled with dark clouds and the smell of blood wafting through the air as we approach on this scene. Standing before a beaten and bloodied Amaterasu, his arm drenched in like blood from her. Is this how you saw it playing out? Her body beaten and broken, she looks up into Uzurumi's face and smiles. Yes. And with a look of irritation on his face, his hand drives down, and that is where we'll end the session on that note.
Gravity!
Okay, God.
Oh yeah, you hit it.
18 force.
Alright, it's gonna take 18 force damage. As you see it, like, it began to raise its arm, but you sort of force its arm back down a little bit. But it looks undeterred by that, like, that attack really didn't do much to it.
I'm just gonna take my free action to just shout, "Let me take the brunt of it, and you guys just circle around him."